Yo, yeah, y'all got, yo, yeah, Tiana, what, get back, dip back.
Kinky the most hair. In this video I'm just going to have a quick discussion with my sister Selena and my good friend Deborah, otherwise known as the BDS ladies, and that might explain why the name of this YouTube channel is the BDS blog, because we used to have a blog, and I will put the link below so you can have a read of our previous posts. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about hair care, natural hair, you know, all sorts. So anyway, Selena, if you could just tell me, why have you decided to wear your hair as you are now, currently, in your lovely weave?
Okay, the reason why I've got my weave is because I need a hairstyle that's easy to sort of manage, to be able to get up and go. My hair underneath this is very short, so I also like being able to sort of 1 week have my hair really short, and then the next week come into work and it's long and it's different. So I like the versatility of it, and plus I like how easy it is to kind of get up and go, not just doing loads of things with it in the morning.
Okay, cool. And how have you worn your hair in the past?
Okay, I've had many hairstyles. I've had no hair at some point. I had like a number 1 boy cut, and it's gradually sort of grown out. So this is the longest of my hair, but this is the longest that I've had from hair. But so yeah, I've had I'd say really short, sort of a bob length as well, and a really short what's it called, pixie style as well. So really, so my hair is actually relaxed as well underneath. I'm not like a natural hair.
But you was the original big chopper.
But I was, yeah. I had a big chop many years ago, so I know what it's like to have your natural hair and have it really short.
Alright, and Deborah, you are obviously natural, wearing a twist out.
I think I'm coming up to, is it maybe 2 years since I did the big chop. And I think Selena and I have swapped votes in that sense. I was the weave head for maybe the past 10 years. Just literally took the hair out, washed it, treated it, put it back in. Until I got to a point where I was like, this was in my kitchen. And I just was contemplating whether to just stop relaxing it there and then. I didn't, but then later that year I just decided to cut it. I tried to transition, couldn't manage it, didn't have the time or patience, and just cut it off to maybe an inch.
Oh yes, I think I remember you sending us pictures.
That's it. To a length where I was able to braid it, so I could at least just weave it until it sort of grew to a length I was happy to wear it out to, which, you know, it is now. I'd like it, you know, a bit longer so that I could wear it in certain styles. And obviously I've got a bit of a nape issue, not as serious as maybe my sides, but it's getting there. It's getting to a point where I'm able to manage it, and I'm treating it currently. So hopefully maybe another year I'll be seeing the improvements.
Okay, is that sort of like, because obviously I've done a previous video, so you guys check it out, in which I've talked about hair breakage or hair loss from maybe pulling or traction alopecia. So is that what you've got?
Definitely. I think also my hair has been susceptible to loss due to stress and other factors as well. But I think the main culprit for my edges is traction alopecia, most definitely, because the rest of my hair is absolutely perfect. But definitely I liked to wear, because I always need a fringe as well, so it's never been an option for me to sort of just half weave it or anything. I need to braid my whole hair, and I need to stitch it right at the front, as front as I can get it. And so definitely that's served, But the last I'd say maybe year, 18 months, I've been trying to sort of leave the side when weaving, to try and sort of just help it to recover a bit. And I'm starting to see it come back now with sort of castor oil treatments and massage and things like that. And just the fact that I'm not braiding it, and I'm not, well, not so much braiding it, but I'm not weaving it at the front and causing so much trauma. And I think having had a baby last year as well, I think maybe the period where your hair sort of blooms and sort of thickens and whatnot, I think maybe that helped with my size. Not that I'm saying that you all need to go out and get babies in order to repair your traction alopecia, but in my case I think it helped, and I'm just trying to maintain it now.
What about you, Selena? Have you suffered any sort of hair loss or traction alopecia or any sort of issues with regards to your hair, whether when you're wearing it out of your weaves or just any sort of? I'd say no, but I was worried. The last time I changed over from this style from my style previously to this style, I was quite worried about how it would look. But when I take that, it's been okay, so hopefully it's and also as well, obviously, you guys have seen me do my sort of big chop transition, or big chop, not transition, just gone natural. And do you think there is a natural hair movement, number one, and what do you think about it? Selena?
I think there definitely is a movement. Obviously I've seen you transition. I've seen a lot of other people go for the big chop and go natural as well. So I think it is definitely sort of natural hair time. I think it's really great. I think natural hair looks beautiful on sort of many different women. And as long as you're comfortable with sort of how you look, as long as it makes you feel good, then I think it's positive. I remember when I used to have my hair short and it was natural, go to barber shop and get it cut every week or every 2 weeks. I used to feel really good, and that's the whole point. As long as you've got a hairstyle that you feel happy with, whether natural or weaved or however, it's fine. And I think it's the beauty of being a woman as well. You get to sort of swap and change, and I like that as well.
How about you, Debs? Do you think?
There is definitely a movement, and just sort of adding on to what Selena has said, I think confidence and persistence and patience is a big part of it as well, because I think at the point I cut it, I was fed up of dealing with the relaxed ends that were long but not substantial anymore, and sort of the two different textures, and then the general condition of it. And personally, I think, especially maybe of our generation, let's say sort of 5 years either side, I think maybe 10 years ago it was all the rage to relax your hair, slick, long weaves, just as slick as you like. Now 10 years on, everyone's realising all those years of processing, all those years of spending money on, the creamy cracks and sort of straightening your hair and all the damage. I think eventually has come to a head with a lot of people, and it's the point at which you've got to decide now, what do I do? Do I continue down this road, or do I just start again? Do I start again and relax it, or do I maybe start again and see how I can get on with my natural hair? You know what I mean? That's what I think is going on now.
I think I should say, obviously there are people who have relaxed hair and they have healthy long hair, and I think it's more about how they treat their hair. Not necessarily everyone who has relaxed hair will have damaged hair, but obviously in my case, in Deborah's case, we both felt that we had damaged relaxed hair, so then we made that decision. But I know there will be people who say, I've got relaxed hair and it's healthy, so yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. And since going natural, Deborah, particularly for you, because I know me, when I went natural, I've got a boyfriend and he's only known me with relaxed hair. He's only known me with, I did have a weave for quite some time, didn't I? I had a weave stain. I think once you get started on a weave, you get hooked on it. And he wasn't very happy with me getting the weave at first, but then gradually you do your own thing, and I had the weave. And then when it was time for me to go natural, I remember him looking at me as if I was like crazy and not really feeling the idea. But anyway, I persevered. So have you felt, since as you are now, wearing your hair naturally out, and it's a new thing for you to wear your hair naturally out and out of the weave, have you noticed with your partner any sort of, not change, what's his opinion of it, sort of thing?
He's actually been really, surprisingly, really supportive of it. I mean, previously, obviously, as you ladies will know, I never visited a hair salon until, for the first time, until maybe a month or two ago. Ever. Because I always did my own weaves, had someone to help relax my hair, sometimes did it myself, which probably also part of the, damage and whatnot. But the past 3 hair salon trips he's funded.
Oh, okay.
In, just sort of supporting, getting behind me and trying to find somewhere that can help me help my natural hair until I get the hang of it.
Okay.
As well as I just think this is a period of change once again, sort of the baby and heading into 30, and the fact that that the hair's sort of ready to be cultivated as well, and he has really gotten behind it. My sister-in-law, she's recently done her big chop as well, but has been transitioning for I think 8 months before that.
Okay.
So I think he's also familiar with the idea that it's common. It's a common thing right now. And where he stands is, if it doesn't look good, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
Standard. And I think even when I had my weave, as much as I'll have the sort of bone straight, sleek looks and whatnot, I would have the big curly one, and that was what I would love my hair to have turned into. If I could have had my hair like that, I would have chosen it to have been the curly way, rather than bone straight weave.
Yeah.
So it's like, but you know what? If I can actually just have the patience and time, like I took the move and I cut my hair 2 years ago. So 2 years on, if it's like this, what's to stop me from maybe another 2 years getting to the lengths that I used to wear, and then the styles that I used to wear them in, and it's not too dissimilar from the curly weaves that I used to wear, and it does make you feel better knowing that it is actually your own hair you're wearing out. Yes, okay, if the rain hits, it's a problem. But there are ways around it, and it's only ever temporary. You can come home and do it again. In my case, over a few days, as per the baby allows. But it's definitely it's another journey. It's sort of, I feel renewed.
It's a revelation.
Yeah, it is. The last time, I don't think I've ever really had to do my own natural hair. Maybe for a couple of years in the last part of school, but then I relaxed it as soon as my mother said that when you start doing your own hair, then you can do what you want. And so it is really interesting to see how it develops, and like I said, he's really gotten behind it. I've recently dyed it jet black because that's what I've always wanted to do, and I just think it looks so much better, healthier, and it's just another little push again for me to just continue in what I'm doing. But he's been really good, really supportive, and I think he's I won't quite go as far as to say ambassador, but a strong supporter of women wearing their natural state. So whether it's nails, eyelashes, he's a firm, he's a firm supporter of the natural look.
And what about you, Selena? Because you said your hair was straight, relaxed, and short. Had any sort of partner or any sort of males, have they mentioned anything about your new hairstyle or any, wearing a long weave or?
I think no. I think anyone that knows me, anyone that's ever sort of been with me in a relationship knows I've had many different styles, and that's just
And you
me.
just
So it's been fine.
Okay.
Whatever big job, there was no issue back in those stuff.
Yeah. And it's funny to think about you doing your big chop. It wasn't like
Big job back
a
then.
big, but me doing my big chop, I felt like it's like a massive thing.
Yeah.
So it just showed you, and you was like, you just done your big chop, and you got on with it, and then you grew your hair out, and that's it. But me, I was like, oh god, I'm natural
Different
now.
time,
Yeah,
generation.
that's it. Maybe it just
Different
shows
time
it's a
back
different
then.
time.
Yeah. Now it's a movement. Back then it wasn't
It
a
wasn't.
movement.
Yeah,
It was just
it's
a style. Yeah. That I like.
I think probably back then, either because like you said, you've always been versatile. Whereas back then, you were either natural or you were relaxed or you were curly perm sort of thing. You sort of committed to one
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the other. You sort of, or you're versatile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that is the end. We want to keep the video short, but if you guys have any questions for these lovely ladies, please feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, that's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Cut out anyway. So